Welcome to Wilmot, Wisconsin, and the 2015 Battle of the Borders, hosted by the Wisconsin Lightning. Our 14U championship, the Kenosha Cyclones, taking on the Wisconsin Bandits. And greetings, everybody. Bob Brain, along with my partner, former Wisconsin Lightning player, Elena Konkar. All right, this Bandits team has been so good in this tournament, 6-0, perfect coming in. They have a deadly combination to get those W's, don't they?
That's right. Their pitcher has an awesome rise ball and a great changeup. And then for hitting, they have some power hitters and they also have some small ball players.
And for Kenosha, if they're going to spring the upset and get the win here today, take the championship hardware, they're going to have to be solid all the way around. That's their game plan. That's their MO.
That's right. They focus on pitching, hitting, and their defense. But, Bob, in order for them to win this game, their hitting needs to be perfect.
All right, we'll see who's perfect today at the championship for 14U, Cyclones and Bandits. Starting lineup, opening pitch is next.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Here for some championship softball, Kenosha Cyclones, Wisconsin Bandits. Jackie Schmidt, the head coach of the Kenosha Cyclones, a former Cyclone player herself, just went through the ground rules. Let's meet the Cyclones batting order.
My name is Marissa Hicks, and this is the starting lineup for the Kenosha Cyclones. Leading off is Maddie Beck, catcher, Ashley Gerber at shortstop, Maria McGonigal, pitcher, Haley Crabtree at third base, Becca Edwards, center field, Sydney Strelo, second base, Anna Scarlato, DP, Kayla Foote, left field, Marissa Hicks, first base, and Abby Jones in right field.
Nice job, Mo. Way to get it done. The Cyclones, they will be up against, well, a tough team, a tough test here in this Bandit squad. And in the circle, this is where it begins with the tough pitching. Cheyenne Sawinski is in the circle, Elena.
Right. Cheyenne has multiple great pitches, including an awesome rise ball and a changeup. She reaches over 60 miles per hour, which also makes that changeup so effective.
And being a former catcher, you know what it's like to be back there, and when you have a pitcher who's in a groove, who's on, they can dictate a ball game, can't they?
That's right, all tournament.
The umpires for this 14U championship, Bill Rinomaki is over at third. John Quinlan down the first baseline, and Dave DeGrace will be calling balls and strikes for this championship matchup. All set for the Bandits and the Cyclones. And we talked about the weather, Elena. It started out this morning. In fact, these teams were playing this morning. Everyone up bright and early, and there was some fog and some overcast skies, but look at this, 80 degrees, sun-splashed afternoon, and wind might be a factor. 14 miles an hour. It kicks up at times, but it's blowing out to left, so any balls hit in that direction might get a little extra from the jet stream. We'll see how these Cyclone hitters go after Sawinski here to try to scratch out an early run. And Maddie Beck to lead it off. Takes the ball low. Maddie Beck can slap. She can drag bunt her way on. The perfect leadoff hitter. Finds ways. And finds a way there. Smacks it all the way to the fence in right center. Back on her horse into second. She won't get greedy. Stops there with a leadoff double. So slapper sometimes, bunt sometimes. This time swinging away and connecting.
Yeah, that's great, so then the next batter can bunt it.
Nice easy swing. And the right fielder Ryan over there had to play it off the fence. So she's aboard, and Gerber, the shortstop, steps in. Ashley, the switch hitter. She'll go to all fields, and that's why the outfield playing straight away and deep for the number 2 hitter. And there you go, the bunt to move the runner over, and no one covering. Lane, the second baseman, got there late, and Gerber takes advantage to not only move back over to third, but Gerber's aboard. Corners here with nobody out for Kenosha. A little surprised the bunt here, Elena.
You got to do anything to get her over.
And with the defense arriving late, she was able to hop aboard herself. They'll give her second base. No throw down, so second and third. And McGonigal, the pitcher, can help her own cause here before she even steps in the circle. High fly ball to center field, caught by Toish. Tagging and scoring. Both runners actually tagged. Beck is in to make it 1-0 Kenosha. So they not only scratch out the early run, they have an opportunity for a second run here. So McGonigal gets the RBI and the sac fly. And Crabtree, the third baseman, is the hitter. Fouls it off and snagged by Parente at first. Ball kept tailing away, but Parente stayed with it and got an important out there. Keeps the runner stuck at third. It's a good pitch, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a great play too because that runner is super fast.
Parente aware to run back in, make sure that Gerber didn't try to sneak home with that second run. 2 away. And the center fielder Edwards is at the plate. Becca with a grounder to second. Lane is there. Side retires. But Kenosha draws first blood in their half of the first. The Bandits will swing the sticks when we return to Wilmot.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
Train the brain. Train the brain. Train the brain.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Kenosha Cyclones tally in their half of the first. Let's meet the batting order for the Wisconsin Bandits.
I'm Cheyenne Sawinski, and here's
The lineup for the Wisconsin Bandits. Batting leadoff is Tara Toish. Batting second is Carissa Ryan. Batting third is Jessica Parente. She runs like a T-Rex. Batting fourth is me, Cheyenne. Batting fifth is Jalen Chesson. She's Miss Sri Lanka on our team. Batting seventh is Rebecca Olenichek. Batting seventh is Kennedy Lane. Batting eighth is Julia Winters. She's the fastest on our team. And batting ninth is Maddie Geidel.
Nice job, Cheyenne. Given the lineup that her father wrote out this afternoon. Happy Father's Day to them. And that batting order will face Maria McGonigal in the circle. Talk about her, Elena.
Well, Maria, unlike Cheyenne, she has an awesome drop and drop curve, which gets the batters off their feet a little bit, and she also includes that rise also. And then the batters are gonna have to fight those off.
Yeah, different pitchers here going at it, so different looks for the hitters.
They have to adjust.
And Toish will lead it off for the Bandits. Tara will hit from both sides. Gonna go from the left here, trying to find a way to get aboard here from the leadoff spot and maybe get things back to even. Beauty right out in front. Beck pounces on it, and nicely done to retire the leadoff man. Now, former catcher, you know the fundamentals there. When the ball dies in front of the plate, first things first, what do?
The most important thing to do is set your feet because you know you're going to have a lot of time, and then always aim for the inside part of the bag so you don't hit the batter.
And Beck did just that. Here's Ryan, and here's what you're talking about, Elena.
Yep, just set your feet inside of the bag. Perfect.
And a play that's not always perfect. Sometimes all the traffic that's going on,
Yep.
it's tough for a catcher to remember. Do the fundamentals first.
Yep, very difficult play.
Ryan's the hitter. That one comes inside. Carissa, great speed if she can get on the base paths here. Shake things up, make things happen. Fouls that one off, fights it off. Ryan, she can hit for power. But like many of these players, they have that 1-2 punch. They have a little power, but also good contact, hit to all fields. Make them dangerous, so they're not just a one-trick pony. 2-2. McGonigal. Low, and count goes full. So Ryan working the count here. And ball 4. Good AB there by Carissa to draw the free pass. She's aboard for Parente.
That is a tough pitch to lay off.
And now Jessica will step in. Dad flashing signs to his daughter. Goes after the first pitch. Center field, Edwards is right there to make the grab. So a beefy pitch there for Parente. Couldn't lay off. But the ball hung up. And again, the wind's blowing out to left at times, but calm and quiet at the moment. If there's no breeze, then this hot air is going to knock those softballs and keep him in the park. So Winsky now the hitter. And a ball low. Cheyenne, you heard from her in our open. And in the cleanup spot, good power, rarely strikes out, gets good looks. 1-1 here. She's also adept at putting the ball in play, which could help the cause here with 2 down. One outside. Straight away defensively for Kenosha. Center field, Edwards tracking, going back, and it's gone! Told you about the power. There it is. 2-run jack to center field, and the Bandits go on top 2-1. Some love at home plate for the cleanup hitter. Elena, where was this pitch?
That was probably that drop curve again, and she just stayed on it, got down, and let her hands do all the work.
Yeah, good hands through the zone to push it to center field. Edwards, she went back in center and for a moment thought she might have a shot to snag it and keep it in the ballpark, but it carried nicely. 2-1 Bandits with 2 down and the bases clean, and now Chesson is the hitter. Jacqueline with some power as well, so don't fall asleep here. In the past, she has been a real game changer for Sal Parente and the Bandits. Clutch hitter, someone who thrives in the spotlight. 2-1. As a pitcher, Elena, you got to have short-term memory after you get clocked for a home run.
That's right. All you want to do is get your team out of that field and ready to hit again.
Strike there, 2-2. That's a catcher's responsibility too. Sometimes you got to be psychologist, don't you?
That's right. Always been your pitcher's side.
This one in the air, it'll stay in the park. Edwards again. She's there to make the catch, side retired, but the Bandits on the 2-run home run by Sawinski. She goes yard, and Wisconsin leads after 1.
Way to go, ladies. Flash another. Now let's do this. Way to drive one. Clear it out, kid. Whoa.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
Train the brain. Train the brain. Train the brain.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Well, life is good for Cheyenne Sawinski. Nothing better than helping your own cause. 2-run jack. She has the lead when she steps back out there to kickstart the top of the second inning. She'll face Strelo, Scarlato, and Foote. 6, 7, and 8 in the Kenosha batting order. Interesting to see how the Cyclones now do. They kind of scratch and claw and do a little cat and mouse, try to get that run back and just trade runs back and forth, or we try to get a bunch on and get a bunch back and give them something to think about. We'll see how they play it. Strelo's the hitter. And there's a strike, 1-1. Sydney with gap power. And leading off here with a base hit. In to right, Ryan was there to cut it off so it didn't go in the gap. Holds her to a single. So she's aboard to kickstart the second.
Yeah, she just stuck her bat out there, stayed with it, and pulled it and pushed it to right.
Almost found the gap. Need a little bit more oomph the other way. But she'll take the single. Now Scarlato, who's DPing in this one. Anna tries to bunt and had to get out of the way, otherwise the dental work was in trouble. Anna's got gap power as well. Kenosha could use a gapper here to help move Strelo into scoring position. Sawed her off. And Olenicek, the third baseman, right there to make the grab. So that's one down. And that'll bring up Kayla Foote, the left fielder. The MO for Kayla, a consistent singles hitter. And down the right field line, it falls in fair. There's your single. And there's your advancement to third. And a second. Everyone taking the extra base for Kenosha. Little duck snort into right, and second and third is the result. Threatening again here, Elena. Nice piece of hitting.
It's important that she hit to right field also, so that the runner on first can get to third base.
Did her job there. And then when the throw came to third, Foote took that extra base.
The Cyclones team is so fast.
Hence the name, right? So second and third, one down. And here's Mo Hicks. We heard from Mo in the open. Great job with the Kenosha lineup. Ball gets away. And throw gets away. The run scores to tie it at 2. Winters, the catcher, it trickled off the top of her mitt. And Sawinski came to cover, but that speed, Elena, paid off as Strelo scored easily.
Yeah, it just went off the top of her glove, and by the time that the pitcher got there, the runner was already in.
There's not a lot of distance, not a lot of room
Nope.
from behind home plate to the fence area. So if you are going to try to score, Estrella scored easily, but if you're going to make that attempt, then you better be on your horse, because sometimes that carom will kick back to the catcher and you're dead meat.
Yep, usually if it goes to the side to the backstop, then that's usually when runners see the green light.
Hicks up the middle, gloved by Chesson. Throw to first is in time, but Mo Hicks does her job to score the run. Foot is in to make it 3-2.
Great way to get an out there.
So 2 down, and back to the top of the order, and Maddie Beck. Beck did her job from the leadoff spot, doubled and scored the first run to put Kenosha on the board. Yeah, you always hear, Elena, about productive outs, and that's what Hicks did with that. She made sure she hit it where they couldn't come home to the plate.
That's right. And as a fielder on that, all you want to do is just throw to first and get the batter.
Especially this early in the contest, too.
Yeah.
Bandits know they've got a lot more weaponry and a lot more offense in them. At the moment, trailing by a run. Pounds a strike in, 1-2. Beck steps out for a moment.
There's Cheyenne's great speed again. So our pitches are so tough to hit when she mixes those speeds.
Back, Beck was on it, but just a hair too late. We saw Maddie between games, chomping on grapes, getting some energy, everyone trying to hydrate and get some extra fuel.
I don't blame her. These days are long. Start at 7 a.m. for them.
And a swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch.
There's
A
that
beauty from
changeup.
Sawinski, yeah. And a strikeout to end the second inning. Middle of 2, and the lead goes back to Kenosha, 3-2.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
Train the brain. Train the brain. Train the brain.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
So we alternate on the scoreboard. First it was Kenosha in front, then Wisconsin. Now Kenosha again as we start the bottom of the second. Olenichek, Lane, Winters are scheduled, 6, 7, and 8 for the Bandits. That last pitch, you talked about changing speeds, and certainly that one was on the lower end of the MPH bracket. This really fooled the hitter.
Oh yeah, the pitchers haven't really seen that change up much in these couple innings, so they weren't really expecting it.
The element of surprise to notch the first K. Olenichek. I love in her game note bio wants nothing more than to play softball all the time. A lot of these young ladies, they can say that is the case. And if it wasn't for the Wisconsin Winters, they'd be out here all the time. Got to go around and chase the sun, chase the dry weather. Good contact header here. Shoots it up the elevator shaft. And it bounces foul. Rebecca, good line drive hitter, finds the gaps. reaches out and tries to duck snort her way on. Saw Kenosha do that. Why not me?
Yep. Once again, she just puts her hands out there, and the ball goes where her hands go.
Outfield straight away for the Cyclones. 0-2. Off speed. Goes to right field again, and that's a fair ball. If at first you don't succeed, do it again. And the hands, Elena, it's all about the hands, isn't it?
Yeah, these teams are just so good at just putting their hands out where the ball is. And see that she waits back and just taps it right into right field.
Yeah, just a moment. It was just almost like a twitch.
Yep.
But needed that to just slow the bat down, get those hands out, and deposit it into right field. Leadoff single. And Kennedy Lane is the hitter. Kennedy, another good contact hitter, won't chase after the bad ones. Throw to first. And Olenichek still in the neighborhood. Mo Hicks is down there, patrolling first base for Kenosha.
There was that rise ball again. Tough to lay off.
That one out of the zone, 2-2. Kennedy, another lover of softball. Left field. And foul territory as Foot gave chase.
Great effort and hustle out there in this hot sun.
So 2-2 as Lane continues to battle McGonigal. Ooh, Beck froze it and wanted the call. Didn't get it. Count is full. What a good catcher does, you try to help your pitcher reel it into the zone.
Yep, you see how the catcher framed that to push it into the strike zone? Umpires are human too.
Dave DeGrace calling balls and strikes. That's part of the gamesmanship. Sometimes you got to wiggle that glove in and sell it, frame it a little better, give it a little extra help.
A little bit, but not too much.
And that one right down the middle for strike three. No question. First punch out of the day from McGonigal. One down here in the second.
Yeah, it's that same pitch again. Right on the outside corner, just froze the batter a little bit.
Didn't need Beck to help or nudge it or frame it. That was perfect.
Yep.
One down, and now here's Winters. To right, Jones makes the grab. Gave it a ride, but two down.
I liked her idea on pushing it to the right field again to get that runner into scoring position.
Yeah, good attempt, gave it a ride, but a long, noisy out. And now Geidel, number 9 hitter. That one back to the fence, skipped away from Beck, so Olenichek will take second base. So scoring position here with a gapper. Geidel an opportunity to tie this one up. That one low, 3-0. Now if you're McGonigal here in the circle, number 9 hitter, you put her aboard and then back to the top of the order and you're asking for trouble.
Yep, you gotta throw a strike here. Get it back to even, get it back to 3-2, and just let your defense help you out.
Yep, one pitch at a time. Got the strike there.
You have 2 outs.
And there it is. Counts full on the foul ball. So McGonigal will go to work here, try to get the final strike and keep the lead intact. Toish, lead off on deck, hoping to get an opportunity. Foul off again. Good battle by Geidel.
McGonigal does not want their leadoff up again with 2 outs. She wants to sit him down right here.
The result? Foul ball near the dugout and caught by Hicks. Not easy. Mo Hicks, though, put the GPS on and knew exactly where to go to get the final out and keep the lead intact. 3-2 Kenosha.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
Train with brain. Train with brain. Train.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Back here in beautiful Wilmot, just a few miles north of the Illinois border. 13 teams in the 14U grouping
That's right.
in this tournament, and we're down to the final 2. And you see Kenosha's in, the Wisconsin Bandits, but not the Beverly Bandits. Someone that many thought might be playing in this championship game this afternoon.
It's funny because the Beverly Bandits, they always play up. So their 14U is actually in the 16U bracket.
Uh-huh.
So we might be seeing them later. The advantage of that is so they can get some better competition, see some faster pitching, and get their players ready for nationals.
And the 16U game that Elena's talking about, they're still sorting things out with the semifinals. So, but that game's coming up later today, and after that, we wrap up the day with 18U championship play. Here, top of 3, Kenosha on top 3-2. In 14U, Gerber, McGonigal, and Crabtree. Gerber checked her swing. She had a single in the first inning, helped advance. Beck, who eventually came in to score the first run. Outside, that one tailed off. Two and one now. And down around the shoelaces.
Great block by Winters. Got her knees down, kept the ball in front of her.
3-1. Gerber waits and laces it towards the Bandits' dugout, so count goes full. Ashley again, switch hitter. And a solid bunter if she wants to surprise everyone and drop one down here. And goes after it. Ball. Boy, so enticing, Elena, when it's coming in like that, and then you see where it ends up. End result, a K.
Oh yeah. About 5 feet in front of the home plate, it just rises so much you can't do anything about it but swing.
It looks meaty and beefy at first, leaving her hand.
That's probably one of the hardest pitches to hit in softball, definitely.
One down. McGonigal, the hitter. She had a sac fly RBI in the first to tally the first run. Sawinski, that was her second strikeout. She's got back-to-back strikeouts now as she ended the second with a K. Strike 3, and the run of Ks continues. That's 3 in a row now, 2 in a row here in the third. So she strikes out her counterpart looking.
There's that changeup again. The batters are just, they're not ready for it at all because they just got back from the rise ball and they expect it again, but she goes for the change.
So 2 down, and Crabtree the hitter. She fouled out to first base her first AB. Oh boy. Who wants the softball? Who wants the free ice cream chip that goes with it, right? Part of the future. They'll be on the diamond someday, fighting over softballs to get outs. Base is clean, 2 down for Kenosha. Oh, great pitch there. In for a strike. Is it easier to time a power pitcher, Elena, that's just throwing fast, throwing heat all the time, rather than seeing this menagerie mixed up pitches where the speeds are changing constantly?
Yeah, when you see a pitcher and you know what her speed is, every at-bat that you have, it's a little easier and easier to know what you're going to get and to know how to get your hands in the zone as quick as you need to. But with this, it's a guessing game.
Right. Pick and choose.
Yep. And hope for the best.
2-2. Crabtree continuing to work here. Yeah, with a power pitcher, you just, as you said, you just get the timing down. It might take you an at-bat or two.
Yep.
But once you get the speed figured out, as Crabtree takes ball 4 to get a 2-out walk. Once you get that speed figured out, then you have a better idea on where the bat speed should be. And Crabtree, she thought it was ball 4. The defense thought it was ball 4, and Dave DeGrace behind the plate thought it was ball 4, and then he checked the clicker and said, hang on. 3-2. Fouled off. Well, the umpires have those handy-dandy little clickers.
So much going on, it's so easy to just mix everything up. But they're doing a great job out there so far.
Championship on the line. Everyone dialed in. And that is ball 4.
Close pitch.
Indeed. Tough for Crabtree to lay off of a pitch like this, but good eyes. She thought she had a walk before. This time,
yep,
she really does.
She thought about it, and then she realized it was going lower and lower. Every foot it got closer to home plate.
Yep. Watched it all the way. Good block by Winters. And Crabtree thought about taking that base and instead got dirty back to first. Edwards, the center fielder. She grounded out her first AB back in the first. Looking for some 2-out bingo. 2-0 here. What Kenosha is doing, they are making Sawinski throw a lot of pitches here.
Yeah, and after a tournament like this, it really takes a toll on a pitcher.
Slicer to left. It's in for a base hit. So after striking out the first 2 hitters, Kenosha stays alive with a walk and a single here. And Strelo will be the hitter. Nice piece of hitting here by Edwards to go the other way.
There she goes. She just puts her hands out just like the righties have been doing at a right field. And she knows she just needs to get it into the inside part of the foul ball line. It's good.
Yep. Not trying to be too powerful, too fancy, just finding some green.
That's what impresses me most about this game so far. These girls aren't overpowering. All they're doing is just putting the ball in play, and look how many runs they've scored. Both teams.
And Kenosha looking for more here in the third. Strelo 2-0. She singled to start the second and scored on a wild pitch that tied the game at the time. There's a strike. Back to Sawinski and how Kenosha's working her. I think, Elena, that's an important point here. On a hot day and you're playing multiple games, if it's just one game and you've got some breathing time in between, then you're okay. That one to right, and Ryan has to play it on a hop. Crabtree will score from second. 4-2, Kenosha in front. And right field has been kind for both teams here in the early going. Again, all about the hands, Elena.
Yep. She waits back, pushes it into right, and the right fielder, Ryan, also had a great idea on going home, trying to get that runner. But the Cyclone team, like we were saying, their speed, they just got there first.
(4-2). Scarlato the hitter. That one almost got away from Winters. So Strelo taking the extra bag on the throw. Important as well. Puts her in scoring position. Second and third now with 2 down. Swings through that off-speed pitch.
Great pitch. The changing of speeds again. It's just a guessing game for the hitters.
And Sawinski, who made it look easy to start this inning with back-to-back Ks, has run into trouble. Walk, single, single, and a run in, and 2 ducks on the pond here with 2 down. Bouncer foul. Scarlato's first AB was in the second. She had a little pop-up to the third baseman for the out. With a chance to really open this one up if she can get a base hit here and score a pair. To right again, and off the glove of Ryan. That pair of runs will indeed both score. And it's 6-2 Kenosha. Scarlato, she drove it hard, and it had a little fishtail on the end, so Ryan, who got there, couldn't squeeze it for the third out.
Like we've been preaching over and over, she puts her hands into the zone and pushes it to right. And Ryan in right field had a great idea on trying to get that. She ran through the ball so she doesn't stop her momentum, but it was just slicing a little too much.
Bouncer to short. Side retired. But Kenosha on the board again. They had 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 here in the third. And their lead in the middle of the third is 6-2.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Well, the Kenosha Cyclones so far tallying in every inning. 1, 2, 3, and that's how many they got in each inning. Jackie Schmidt happy with the early going here. Mentioned at the top that Jackie played in this Cyclones team back in her day, as they say, and so she's been a player and a coach and really invested a lot in this program.
That's right. When I actually played 23U for the Lightning last year, we played the Kenosha Cyclones all summer. And talking of speed, they actually, that was like their main thing too, even in 23U. And this is 14U here, so their whole program is just speed.
Leadoff hitter here in the third is Toish, and quickly grounds out to short. 1 up and 1 down. And Ryan will be the hitter. Yeah, you get a theme in a program, and as long as you have the body, you can continue to preach that theme. And for them, for Kenosha, it's speed. And as long as you have the bodies that can buy into that, then you go with that. That's your MO. That's your calling card.
Yeah, that all starts with the coach, you know. She really embodies the speed, and she's pushing it through all these programs.
Nice little flare by Ryan up and over the shortstop Gerber for a single. Gerber at short.
Yep.
Almost had it.
Reaches back, but the ball just carries a little bit in the wind.
Yeah, anything hit to that left side is getting a little extra carry. So she's aboard with 1 down, and Parente will be the hitter.
Very speedy at bat here.
First pitch, fouls it off. Flew out to center field her first time up. There's Dad coaching down the third base line. Looks like the eye black is already sweated off. That one a strike, just caught. So Dad talking to his daughter on Father's Day. Looking to get back into this one, trailing by 4. And that time, McGonigal tried to get her to fish, throw it on the first, not in time. McGonigal nibbling a little bit here.
I love that pitch against a left-handed batter. Low and outside. It's really hard for a batter to get her hands out there and put into play. Whew.
Hard to lay off of that one.
Yeah.
And on the appeal, they say, yes, she went. And again, hard to lay off of it, and she tried to check in time, Elena, but
Yep. Her hands get through the zone a little too far. Yep. She breaks the plane with her bat, and then it's a strikeout, unfortunately.
unfortunate for the Bandits because they thought they had something going with 1 down. Now 2 down, and Sawinski, who hit that 2-run bomb back in the first inning. There's a strike, 1-1. Kenosha will be cognizant here. Probably won't give her anything too good to hit. Otherwise, we'll have a 6-4 game. And one skips up there, throw to second, and it's pickle time. And Hicks applies the tag, side retired. So Sawinski will swing in the next inning. After the 3rd out on the base pass, we go to the 4th with Kenosha on top of the Wisconsin Bandits in 14U. 6-2 our score.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
Train the brain. Train the brain. Train the brain.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Back here in Wilmot, back to the last half inning, Elena, and we talked about good outs, quote unquote. Sometimes you can be a little risky on the base paths and create a good out.
That's right. This is a strategy that most coaches do when you have a very powerful or strategic batter up and you have 2 outs and someone on first. Usually the coach will have the girl steal. Even if she gets out, the batter will have a brand new at-bat the next inning.
Yeah, and that's the case because Sawinski was at the plate.
Yep.
She will resume and reset her at-bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. So worth the gamble is what you're saying.
Yes, definitely.
All right, Kenosha trying to pad their lead here. Mo Hicks will lead it off, then flip the lineup card over to Beck and Gerber at the top. And ball 1 to Hicks. She'd run out to short her first AB. Sawinski winds, and Hicks, soft little pop-up, and Olenicek catches it. Chesson was there for a little love tap on the backside. Little protection, just in case it falls. Communication is the key.
Yep. She tracks it in well, and shortstop just on the ball a little bit.
Yeah, Chesson maybe everyone's saying I got it at the same time. You don't hear each other, but as long as you record the out, no harm, no foul.
In the younger levels, they really emphasize yelling at practice as loud as you can, because in the game, it's really easy to just go for the ball and not really yell anything, because you think that everyone's kind of thinking the same thing. But it's key to, even in the MLB, they have issues like that too. You just got to yell as loud as you can and hope that everyone can hear it.
Oh yeah, take nothing for granted. One away, Beck, the leadoff hitter, doubled and scored in the first, struck out against Sawinski in the second.
I'd like to see Sawinski's change up a little bit more. It was working before. Yeah.
That went out of the zone in the other batter's box, 3-1.
She's got to get back here with a strike, get it back to even.
Can't do it. Ball 4. So Beck, who has good speed, is aboard. And that'll bring up Gerber, the shortstop.
Maybe a steal here. That'd be fun to see.
We'll keep an eye on Beck. Over at first base. She's a catcher, but she does have good wheels over there. Gerber takes a strike. She singled in the first, struck out in the third. Third AB for her. 0-1. Up and out of the glove of Winters. And so Beck won't have to use her wheels. She'll get second base easily. Now she'll be dancing off of second base, but a good lead here. This base was easy to take because of the lead.
Yep, that's called the shuffle, and then you wait and see what the ball's going to do. If they pop it up, you got to wait. You can't go to second base because then it's going to be a double play.
The shuffle.
Yeah, my favorite.
Swing and a miss by Gerber there, 1-2.
That way they can get a lot of distance off the base, but still their feet are moving, so they can easily get back to first.
This one caught by Chesson, the shortstop.
No collision there this time.
No. Communicado intact, 2 down. And McGonigal will be the hitter. Drove in a run with a sac fly RBI in the first and struck out in the third. That one gets away. And again, Beck dancing around over at second base. This is on the last out. Watch the second baseman sneaking in from the backside just in case, Atlanta.
Yep. She knew that she had to be there in order for them to get another out if they could, but...
There's a base hit smoked up the middle by McGonigal, and that'll score Beck standing up.
With that speed, they don't even try to throw home on that one. I don't blame them.
Second RBI of the day for the pitcher from Kenosha. 7-2 now.
She just hit in the perfect spot. And the runner from second was already rounding third. It would be impossible for them, even any team, to throw the girl out at home.
So Beck scores her second of the day. Conference in the circle for the Bandits, who suddenly find themselves down by 5. So this run scores with 2 outs. In the last inning, 3 runs scored after 2 outs. Sawinski, she just can't get that third out without getting into trouble here.
Mm-hmm. She needs to work on hitting her corners, just like any pitcher would. And, I mean, the Cyclones are just hitting really well.
8 base hits now. And we're going to have a runner for McGonigal, the pitcher. Let her get back in the dugout and rehydrate and think about getting back on the field. And it's number 99, Emily Uberfluss.
Very fast. Very fast runner.
Yeah, she's a specialist. Off the bench. Also a pitcher, so running for her pitcher here in this contest. Aboard with 2 down. Crabtree is the hitter, takes a strike.
You know, Bob, these pitchers might be struggling a little bit right now because as a kid, you're taught as a pitcher to aim for the outside of the plate, 'cause that's where hitters have the most trouble. But you've seen this game; they just keep hitting them into right. So the pitchers are a little confused as to where they should go.
And this one into center. Toish is there to make the grab, but another 2-out run scores for Kenosha, and they widen their lead. Middle of 4, 7-2 the score. Yeah, keep it up. And back we are in Wilmot. 7-2 our score. Maria McGonigal. Always pleasant to go back out to the circle, Elena, when you're able to provide yourself with some offense. She's done that twice today, knocking in a pair.
That's right, and also as a batter, you don't have to necessarily get a hit to have a great at bat. You know, it's always important to have a long at bat, get to full count, because these pitchers are getting tired, and the more you wear them out, the more they have to throw the ball right down the strike zone.
And who better to know that than the opposing pitcher, right?
That's right.
Foul territory. Mo Hicks gave chase, but it falls near the fence. 0-1 to Sawinski. Now remember, Sawinski was at the plate when the rundown ensued, so she gets a reset here. 2-run jack for her on her scorecard back in the first. It gave the Bandits the lead, but that's the last time they've had the lead. It's been all Cyclones ever since on the scoreboard. 1-1 the count. That one low.
She's just great discipline at the plate. That's a hard pitch to lay off, and she made it look easy.
To left, up, over, and stays in the park. Inches away from going out. Boy, how did that not go out? It hit the top of that yellow line, and we all just waited and watched the majestic shot to see how far. I thought at first it might hit the scoreboard, but it stayed in the yard. And there's the doink and the double. The comebacker, throw to second though, has Sawinski back in time, so they don't get an out on the comebacker. And Chesson will be aboard, 2 aboard here in the 4th. And exactly what the Bandits needed. Runners to start the inning. Olenicek the hitter, first pitch swinging. Left center, coming over, and it falls between Foot and Edwards. So Winsky, they'll send her home without a throw. And it's 7-3. We talked about communication.
But that ball was like perfectly placed in between them. They're both running as hard as they could. They probably didn't want to run into each other, so they both eased off at the end. And it got through, and by that, Sawinski scored.
So it's 7-3 now. Nobody out. Lane is the hitter.
1 out.
Oh, check that. 1 out. Beg your pardon.
Yeah. That great defensive play by the pitcher. That's what Jackie was talking about. Her defense is helping everyone out. That line drive, looking pretty good.
1-2. Lane a strikeout victim in the second inning. Off the end of the bat, foul. Important run for the Bandits out at second base. And snagged by Crabtree at third. Nice positioning that time by Crabtree to retire Lane, 2 down. We talked about an important run, important out here for Kenosha.
I like that her first step was toward the ball, and then all she had to do was jump a little bit, and the ball was right there in her glove. Great positioning on the line.
So now here's Winters, who takes a strike, flew out to right. Her first time up. McGonigal now trying to limit the damage to just that run so far. Fouled off, it'll go out of play.
And those great defensive plays give the pitcher so much confidence, and it helps her use her different pitches and try to get the batters herself. Get out of these innings.
It's you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I'll work to get mine via the strikeout. You get the outs any way you can. Base hit up the middle by Winters. Throw will be cut off and then thrown to the plate. And in time, Olenichek scores. So that makes it 7-4. Thought maybe McGonigal, who cut the play off, might try to get the runner at second, but turned and went home instead.
Those are tough. That's usually the catcher talking to the pitcher, telling her cut, 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 or through, but sometimes you can't really tell where the ball is going to go from the outfield due to wind or the way that she threw the ball. So I think the catcher and the pitcher both didn't know what to do, and they just cut it.
And then almost
got her out.
Almost got the runner, yeah.
Fast throw by the pitcher. And that's sometimes just as effective as going through.
So the gamble pays off to send the runner. 2 runs in here in the fourth for the Bandits. Geidel, the hitter, popped out to the first baseman in her lone AB. Takes ball 1. Ball 2.
Now, as a hitter, all you're looking for is a base hit or a line drive into the outfield, and that will bring her home. Extra runs.
Pop up on the infield. And you heard Crabtree saying, I got it, and she does. But the Bandits strike again with a pair in the fourth. To the fifth we go. 7-4 the score.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Top of 5 here at Wilmot. 14U championship in the Battle of the Borders. Kenosha, their lead trimmed down to 7-4 now. Edward Strelo, Scarlato will be the hitters. And Sawinski, who has given up runs in all 4 of her previous innings here at Elena. Tiring a little bit, perhaps? Maybe the sun taking its toll?
Definitely. These girls have been out here since Friday. This is their 7th game of the tournament so far. It's hot out here. It's 80s. And this Cyclones team, they're really working the pitcher.
Yeah, we've talked about pitch counts and how when batters go up there and work pitchers, this is the type of day that you don't want to have to throw a lot of pitches.
A pitcher's mentality is to always work ahead, get a strike, get some confidence, and if that pitcher can't do that, then it's going to be a long road uphill.
Yeah, it makes the day even longer. Edwards will lead it off here in the top of the 5th for Kenosha. Single in 2 trips prior. Scored a run in that 3-run 3rd. And another key for Sawinski here for the Bandits, getting that 3rd out.
Yeah.
She has had a couple innings here where she's got the 2 outs, and then that's where the issues crop up, and Kenosha pounces and scores runs. That's when a pitcher has to kind of find that extra tank of fuel to try to get that 3rd out.
And as a pitcher, she knows that her hitters are on a roll. So she knows just get these 3 outs and we can get some more runs on the board.
Yeah, she wants to go quickly here.
Yeah.
Get the bats back up to the plate.
I'm sure she's not happy starting 3-0 in this count.
Jackie Schmidt talking to her hitters, brought the hands in and tried to squeeze it in down the first base line. Strelo waits on deck. She awaits the outcome of Edwards at bat. And it's a base hit up the middle. Leadoff man aboard once again for Kenosha. And here's a hot hitter today. 2 singles for Strelo, 2 runs scored. See if they continue to try to force the issue here. It's a foul ball, caught by Winters.
Off her helmet.
But yeah, bounced off the helmet of Strelo, and Dave DeGrace, home plate umpire, made the call immediately. Couldn't get the bunt down off the helmet. The deflection caught, but that's a foul ball. It's fun to watch, though. Slicer, and it drops on the right side of the foul line.
This is a tough situation for a pitcher because she knows the batter is on today. But she needs to get an out. She needs to work ahead. So she's kind of not sure of what to do because you don't want to go 3-0 again. But you also don't want to give her a hit.
Well, she's ahead here, 0-2. Smacks at the center, coming in. Toish to make the grab. And there's 1 down. Strelo got some licks in there, but Sawinski, as you said, still able to get the quick out there.
Toish is in a perfect spot in center field. That would have been a base hit if she was anywhere else. Nice line drive into center.
Good positioning. 1 down. Scarlato's the hitter. Swings through the off-speed pitch.
That changeup again. It's so tough to lay off, especially the first pitch of the at-bat. You want to get it hit really bad.
The 3rd time she's seen Sawinski. Last time up in the 3rd, she double home a pair. Squares. It dies in front of the plate. Winters makes the play. Edwards trots down to second. There are 2 down. And it'll be up to Foot to try to execute here and get a run back. Bring that back to a 4-run cushion. Foot singled and scored in the 2nd inning. And Kayla, after the first pitch to right. Ryan, though, was playing shallow and gets the 3rd out. So a semi-quick inning for Sawinski and the Bandits. Keeps Kenosha scoreless, keeps the scoreboard at 7-4.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
7-4 our score in the 14U championship here in Wilmot. Coming up after this game, we'll take a little break, and then the 16U. And Elena, we have the combatants. Tell us who is on tap here in 16U.
Just like I expected, we have the 14U Beverly Bandits going against the Crush Tidal Waves.
And yeah, there's some of the Crush taking a selfie, staying cool in the shade. So that's what their pregame is all about.
That's going to be a great game. I cannot wait for the pitcher duels and the power hitting. It's going to be a great game.
All right. 2:30 Central Time is our scheduled time for that 16U contest. Here, 14U rolls on, still up for grabs, 7-4 Kenosha. Bandits try to bunt their way on with Toish, but excellent play. Everyone there converging to get the outs.
Once again, that play is only possible if the pitcher throws to the inside part of the bag. Otherwise, she's going to hit the runner right in the back. That's a great play.
You've got McGonigal pouncing on the play. Strelo, the second baseman, came over to cover because Hicks, the first baseman, and Beck, the catcher, they're running towards that softball as well. There was a lot of traffic in the way, and to make that play and make it look easy, not always easy, certainly, when you've got feet dancing up and around the softball and your own teammates in the vicinity.
And in that play, it's important for one player to just take charge and go for it. Because if you guys second guess, then no one's going to get it, and then the runner's going to be safe.
And it looks like McGonigal, the pitcher, it looks like she takes charge, Elena.
Yep, she takes charge. She knows exactly where to throw it. Fast release. Fast runner, got to get her. That was a great first out. Important.
Ryan's the hitter. On base twice, and on again. Jones can't make the play in right. Came in and kind of got handcuffed there with the ball tailing and dying. Almost got knocked down by the wind. But Ryan will take it. She's aboard.
Yeah, that was a risky play by the right fielder. If her glove wouldn't have knocked that down, who knows, that could have went to the fence. And that could have been extra bases.
Yeah, kept in front, though.
Yep.
Jones did that part.
Yep.
But Ryan's aboard, and Parente is the hitter. Just outside.
Sometimes outfielders need to take that risk, though. And luckily it worked in her favor.
One and 0. Here's a strike, pounded in by McGonigal. Parente today flew out to center of first AB, struck out in the third. This is key for Kenosha, this at bat, because Sawinski is on deck. As that one's fouled off. And if you've been with us from the start, you know that the cleanup hitter has cleaned up and done her part. 2-run home run in the first, and a double that almost went out, hit the top of the fence in the fourth. She eventually came in to score the third run of the game for the Bandits.
It's a game of inches, isn't it?
She will tell you just that. And she would love to get her at bat with a couple aboard. Parente continues to work to do just that, but a comebacker to second, out there to first. Won't get there in time. You had Strelo and Gerber converging, and it was Strelo who took the throw and had to kind of turn 360 to make this throw to try to get the DP.
On that play, it sometimes depends on if the shortstop or the second baseman is closer, depending on the distance, because that usually is a shortstop's play to have a better angle throw to one, but I think second baseman just had less time to get there.
Yeah, maybe just got there a tad quicker. So 2 down. 1 on, Sawinski is the hitter, and we talked about her ding-dong. It was a 2-run ding-dong back in the first inning. That one was a no-doubter to center field. That one got away from McGonigal, lost the grip from the get-go.
You can tell Sawinski means business when she hits. She uses her full body into swinging. It's not a half swing. She finishes great. knows what pitches to swing at.
I loved when Cheyenne was giving the layups and she just said, I'm hitting fourth. Kind of laying low in the weeds, flying underneath the radar. Doesn't want to, you know,
But we
stir
all
the
know. We
pot.
all know.
Oh, yeah. You're the cleanup hitter. You're there for a reason. Fouls that one off.
It's great to see a humble player, though. Good.
Well, again, you always hear about helping your own cause right here. Kenosha did a good job to only have one runner aboard because even if she clears the fence here, it's still a lead in their favor. And Jones this time doesn't have to move an inch. Right into her mitt to retire Sawinski and the Bandits in the 5th inning. To the 6th we go. Kenosha in front in this 14U championship game, 7-4.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
Train the brain. Train the brain. Train the brain.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Back here in Wilmot, and 2 more games to follow our 14U action, 16 and 18U to follow. I'm Bob Brainerd. She is Elena Konkar. There's our Twitter handles if you want to get interactive with us. Twitter Nation, Twitter World. Try to stump Elena. Ask her a softball question. Ask her a rules question.
Ooh. Okay, they might get me on that one.
Well, that's what I'm here to stir the pot. Great facility here for these championships, the Battle of the Borders, and tradition and history here with Wilmot softball. All the great players and the names that surround this complex and kind of bring back all the memories, doesn't it?
If you're familiar with Northwestern University in Chicago, Kristen Wood,
Yep.
3-time first-team All-State here. This is her home field.
It's been nice to walk in to a complex like this, and the players, they can go through, if they're not familiar, they can kind of get a little history lesson.
Yeah.
And the ones that are familiar, it's like a refresher course for them to say, oh yeah, that's why this place is so important. That's why what we're doing is so important, so that maybe someday our names, our banners are hanging here.
It's exciting to play here, and the people that have played here are very proud.
You have, and I know you are, as Hicks leads off the top of the 6th for Kenosha, then top of the order, Beck and Gerber. Mo is 0 for 2. Ground out and a pop-up on her scorecard today. And back to Sawinski, what she did in the last inning. Gave up the leadoff single, but then 1, 2, 3 after that.
Yep.
That's the battle plan here again. She has to go quick to get her offense another shot, because they're down to their final 6 outs.
Yeah.
And she does not want to labor, A, and B, doesn't want her defense to labor as well. She wants them in the dugout, refreshed, and back at the plate. Ball 4 on 4 pitches. Well, that won't help the cause, will it?
The heat might be a factor, and here comes Parente. Talk to his pitcher.
The sun's been out. It was out only in peaks behind the clouds early this morning when these teams played, but today it has been out in full force, and it's been getting warmer and warmer, up to 82 degrees now. And we're going to have a change. Perhaps the heat. Looks like Sal Parente gave her that batter, the number 9 hitter, to see how she would do, see how she would fare when she walked in 4 pitches. That was enough to make the change.
I think that's a good move by the coach. He could tell that she was getting a little tired, the heat was getting to her. Give the batters a new outlook and see if they can adjust to this new pitcher.
And it'll be Rebecca Olenichek coming over from third. The right-hander will swap places with Sawinski. Olenichek also plays some catcher. solid on the mound is her scouting report. Not easy to hit because she moves the ball a lot.
That's great. You don't need that much speed at that point, because as a batter, it's really hard to track the ball no matter where it is. But if you have that movement plus speed, you're going to be unhittable.
And we'll see how Olejniczak, if she can get these hitters off base, because they have teed off on Sawinski and tired her to the point that they have to make the change here. Big moment in the contest here. Either the Cyclones can open this up late, or the pitching change provides a boost, a spark here for the Bandits.
That's right.
Beck is the hitter, the catcher today. A good line, doubled and scored in the first, and walked and scored in the fourth. 1-0. And now 1-1. As a hitter, Elena, you want to take a couple pitches here, kind of measure, see what the new pitcher's all about, I take it.
Yeah, you want to figure out her timing, figure out what you need to do in order to get the bat on the ball, see what kind of pitches she has. When a girl's in the circle, she's not going to throw every single pitch.
And this one, first time they've seen something like this from Olejniczak.
That was like a screw change. It went to the opposite side of the batter, and it was slow enough to get the batter off course.
Yeah, hugging the ground too, so low to the ground. And sometimes those balls will get some flight and rise back up, but that one never did. Beck fights it off, 1-2. This one playable. Chesson in the outfield grass from short makes the catch, 1 down.
Talking about communication, I can hear him from here. A lot better.
That may have been a message in the Bandits dugout that if we can't hear you talking, then you're not talking loud enough to call your teammates off. But yeah, you're right. That time Chesson did a good job to tell everyone in the black shirts that she had it. She does. 1 down. Gerber the hitter.
That's great. Softball's all about adjustments, figuring out what you need to do to win the game, and just the little things.
As many times, as many reps as you have, you can always use reminders. You can always
That's right. Yes.
have coaching lessons within the game. Gerber fouls it off. She singled back at the first, struck out in the third, popped out to short in the fourth. So if the Bandits can get out of here and keep the score 7-4, that'll be a lift for them in the bottom of the sixth. Just foul. And Kenosha, they're aware of that as well. They would like to tack on a few more and kind of make it deflating that even though you change pitchers, we're still hitting whatever you have to offer.
What I've learned is that you can never have enough runs, especially in a championship game.
Indeed. Who's got it? It falls. Guydell made a great effort and almost came up with the full extension catch from left field. You saw where she ended up. She was playing straightaway center field and ended up way over in left center field and almost came up with the catch.
Center, short, and left all went for the ball, and luckily no one got hurt because that ball was going right in the middle of all three of them.
Indeed.
But right, she saw once her shortstop and her center fielder were kind of easing off. She's like, I'm going to go for it, and she just dove, and that's great because she knew the ball was going up and down right away, and the ball wouldn't go behind her if she dove.
I think we're going to get a courtesy runner here. Yep, it'll be old 99 once again.
Get some more speed out there.
Yeah, Emily Uberflus. She'll run for Hicks because, as we mentioned, Elena, that's that important run out there. That gives you a 4-run lead if that run scores. With only 6 outs left. So now McGonigal, the pitcher. She's driven in a pair. She has done her part at the plate to make her life in the circle a lot easier. Deep to left. Will it stay fair? It won't. It's foul. If it's on the right side of the pole, it's long gone.
She has a great swing. She keeps her hands inside, pulls it left, but she just pulled it a little too far left.
And watch this swing. So compact. Sounded good
Yep.
off the bat, didn't it?
Yep. The ball was just carrying a little bit more into her body, and she couldn't keep it fair. But that's a tough pitch to hit in general.
And that one as well.
Yeah.
Tried to time it and just a tad late. Both pitchers have shown the power here this afternoon. Nigel continues to fight. Battle continues. New pitcher, Olenichek, against Kenosha, their starter. And a ball low, suffocated by Winters. Keep the runners where they are.
And it's only 2-2.
Smacked, past the shortstop, into left field. In to score from second base. There's that important run for Kenosha. It's 8-4. And how about a day McGonigal is having, not just in the circle, but at the plate. Third RBI she has today. Didn't try to do anything fancy there, Elena. Just hit the ball hard on the ground. Good things can happen.
I think Chesson was playing a little too far to the left for a little bit. I think they were scouting out McGonigal, and they thought she was going to pull a little bit farther, and she didn't on that pitch, and McGonigal got what she wanted. But that's a great thing that teams do, is they scout batters, see where they usually hit the ball, and sometimes it just doesn't work out in your favor.
And the at-bat by McGonigal, I mean, she almost goes yard, hits it foul, but then doesn't go back and try to clear the fence again. She just hit it hard on the ground, knew that that was enough to score the run. Here's a bouncer to short, flip to third, and off the bag, Sawinski. The ball tailed away. She had to leave to make the catch, so bases are loaded. And I'll bet Chesson would like that ball back. Her momentum was carrying her towards third, and thought she had, that was the easier base to go to instead of throwing over her body to try to get the runner at second base. And now they're loaded for Edwards.
That's right. Chesson had a great view of the play, and she knew that the girl was running right in front of her, and she thought, I'll just flip it all over to 3.
So Gerber's at third, McGonigal at second, Crabtree at first. Edwards is 2 for 3 today.
This situation actually is not that bad for the Bandits. With bases loaded, 1 out, they could either turn a double play or infield can throw home.
Smacked up the middle, base hit. A run will score. They'll send the second runner home. It's cut off. No throw. And Kenosha strikes again. 10-4 now, Cyclones. They just continue to hit and hit, get people on, bring them home. 2 RBIs for Edwards, her third hit of the afternoon.
Once again, the Cyclones place it perfectly into the grass, and they just know exactly where to hit. Yeah, Bob, what happened there at short?
Yeah, there was a little demolition derby here. When the ball went to center field, you see, boom, that was McGonigal. Tried to go around the shortstop, Chesson. She scored anyway, but had to take the long route, the bumper car route. Stralo's the hitter now. Chance to do even more damage here in the 6th. 3-0. So Olenichek finding the same fate as her predecessor, Sawinski, in the circle. Ball 4. And they're loaded again on the free pass. Scarlato will be the hitter. And there they are, once again. And same situation for the Bandits, trying to wiggle out of this dilemma with only 1 down. Scarlato today, couple RBIs. Chance for more.
As a batter in this situation, you're not trying to do too much, because then you might have the possibility of popping it up. But I understand how tough it must be as a batter to have bases loaded in a game like this in a championship. You just want to hit a home run right away.
Chomping at the bit.
But with a pitcher that's struggling to hit the strike zone, you have to be patient. You have to wait for at least a couple strikes, unless it's the perfect pitch for you.
Well, and to your point, I think Kenosha has been that way today. That's been their theme.
Yep.
And right there, on cue, a walk that gives Scarlato a free RBI as Crabtree scores, 11-4 now. They have been patient and for the most part haven't tried to do too much, and the results on the scoreboard. I mean, they have been able to get people on base and make the Bandits pay. The inning continues with Foote, who's the 9th person to bat here in the 6th inning.
You can just see how comfortable the Cyclones are right now. They know they have a great lead, a great pitcher behind them, and everything's just going their way right now.
And Sawinski trying to find the strike zone, coming in relief here. But I'll tell you what, that one just foul. It's good experience, Elena, for a young pitcher like this, playing in a big tournament. There's your ace, there's your stud.
Yeah, it's important for young players to have opportunities to play in championship games like this. Just like you talked about in the College World Series, those freshmen that play, it's important because in a couple of years, that's going to be your ace.
Yeah, exactly. Olenichek might find her role expanding as she grows and as the team grows in the future. So,
but on the other side, it's great to see a pitcher that can play other positions like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's rare to see a pitcher that can also catch and play infield. That's great. I mean, she's very athletic, and she knows how to move her body well. She can get in front of the ball. She can hit, too. It's great to see at this age.
Yes, excuse me. Understanding, too, all the positions makes you better when you're in the circle. Because
definitely.
You've been there, and you know the psyche of your teammates. You know what that position is all about, not just going up there throwing the softball. So good learning, good experience here for Olenichek. The base hit up the middle, this time by Foote. Will score 2 more. And make it 13-4. So we've batted around here, Kenosha has. Runners at the corners now. The run rule is a 10-run cushion after 5 innings. We're in the top of the 6th. So Kenosha, if they can tally 1 more and get the final 3 outs unscathed, then they'd be able to call it a day early. 10th batter, and the key here, Elena, it's our courtesy runner who gets the bat for Hicks. And why not?
Let's see what she can do. If she can run, let's see if she can hit.
Yeah.
It's great to see that. Player using different dynamics of the game. It's great.
Still only 1 out.
Hey, she's got a great swing. Now the infield needs to know that the runner at third is the game winner. Is the 10-run.
Emily's a solid singles hitter with the good speed, as you mentioned. She's working to become more powerful, develop her power at the plate. They don't want power right here. They just need her to do her thing, and maybe that'll get it done.
There she goes.
Yep. Single to right, that'll bring in 2 more. And there's the 10-run pad, and then some. 15-4 now.
All she had to do was put the bat and the ball in. It did its own job.
Yeah, nice easy swing, and again.
Yep, there she goes, hands back, uses her hips. Great follow through on her swing.
I think the hips get lost in the shuffle sometimes, Elena, that people see it's all upper body, it's all arms, it's all wrist, but the hips, if you can get those locked in and moving in concert with everything else.
That's right. That's where the power comes from.
Second AB of this inning for Beck, the catcher. Olejniczak trying to throw some strikes here. Left, Guidel is there over the shoulder catch. Nicely done. And there's 2 down. And Gerber will be the hitter. Now, we talked about you're a former catcher, playing psychology major, if you will, for a pitcher sometimes. These are moments here when you have to keep the pitcher on task because it's like, look, we still have a job to do, right?
That's right. In the circle, it's all business. It's best to keep your emotions out of it, but I mean, come on, let's be honest. It's impossible in this game. And as a catcher, all you want to do is just talk to your pitcher. Don't do too much because it might upset the pitcher a little bit because she is upset with how she's playing sometimes, and every pitcher has those moments.
It's up to the catcher to kind of keep pushing forward, try to stay positive, isn't it?
Yep, stay as positive as you can. Know how many outs there are, know the situation, make it less difficult for the pitcher, and just get out of the inning.
Yeah. Part of the focus that the catcher has to zero in on their pitcher, keep them locked and engaged in the game. That one line but foul.
Work on your framing. Try to get as many opportunities for your pitcher as you can for a strike.
And in softball, I mean, we're seeing a big inning here for Kenosha. Bandits, their catcher, their team, their coaches have to be saying, hey, we can have a big inning too. We get a big inning, we're right back in this one. So no time to let off the gas pedal.
That's the best part of softball and baseball. The game's not over until there's 3 outs.
Yep. 8 runs in here for Kenosha, and that one foul again by Gerber. Gerber continuing to work the count here at 2-2. Deep to left center, and it bounces off the fence. Wynn knocked it down to keep it in the park. It'll score another run, the 9th of the 6th inning. And Gerber with an RBI double, 16-4 now. And McGonigal will hit once again. She's already singled and scored here in this 6th inning. When you were going through the ranks here, Elena, and you went from 13 to 14U, was there a big jump? Did you see a maturity level? So, because you're looking at these young ladies and you're saying, wow, they can hit, they can pitch, they can field. There's another hit from McGonigal. Gets past Guidel and left. Makes it 17-4. But did you see that jump? Did you see, just going from one year to the next where all of a sudden everyone kind of quote unquote grows up?
Definitely. There are different ranges for ages for different levels. So you can be 13 and 14 and play for 14U, or even 12 and play for 14U. And every single year you play in the same level. You get more and more confidence. You get a lot more stronger, and you believe in yourself a little bit more, and it shows on the field. You can definitely tell who's 14, who's 13.
Crabtree the hitter now.
It's tough at that age to have a lot of confidence in yourself, because if you don't do that well, you get down on yourself right away. The maturity might not be there completely yet. You're only 13 or 14 years old.
And some players, and we're seeing in this, some just seem to mature and grow. They go from 13 to 14, and it's like flipping the switch. It's like they get it, their body gets it, their game gets it.
That's right.
And others, maybe they're a little bit behind. Maybe it takes them another year. This will be a base hit to center by Crabtree. This will be another run scored to make it 18-4. First RBI of the day for Crabtree as McGonigal is in. McGonigal, by the way, when she knocked in that run, that was her 4th RBI of the day.
Wow, that's great.
And here's Edwards for the 2nd time in this inning. Singled and scored in the earlier portion of the frame. Knocked in a couple today.
And Bob, back to that, it's important for the coaches to instill a lot of confidence in their players no matter what. Just to tell them, you're a kid, it's just a game. Improve as much as you can and just see what you do. these kids will still be playing for, what, 10 more years if
Oh,
they
yeah.
want. They can play as long as they want. Never stop improving, just keep going.
In the dirt, blocked by Winters. Crabtree down to second. And then maybe it's, you know, if a player is just behind in their growth of the game, they see other players their same age, and to them that kind of kickstarts them to say, okay, this is, you know, I need to do what they're doing. I need to practice how they practice.
That's right.
And they you know, the ones who are trailing a little bit, they start picking up the little things that the others that are ahead of the game, and then they apply that. All of a sudden, before you know it, everyone's on the same page. Chesson can't find the handle there.
Tough bouncer there.
So the inning continues with runners at the corners and 2 down, and Strelo will hit once again.
Sometimes there's a rock in the dirt or a little hip up, and it's really hard for the infield to get the ball in front of them.
And with just the length of the inning, I mean,
Yeah.
the pitcher's tired, the fielders are tired now. They're trying to focus, trying to get that third out here, and concentration levels being put to the test. Up and over Parente at first. Tried to get her at first. They cannot. Crabtree will score. Another hit for Strelo. She's got 3 on the day. 19-4 now.
You're doing good, Becca. Come on.
Scarlato will hit once again here in the 6th. Fouls that one off.
The more the Cyclones score in this inning, the farther away a third out feels like for the Bandits. And I think the confidence level has gone down a little bit, but all you can really do is just keep playing as hard as you can, and you know that third out will come eventually, and they need to keep their heads up. Games like this build a lot of character.
And that's a fair foul ball. Just foul.
Right on the line.
That's a barrel, you know, kid. Let's go.
So 0-2. A pitch high.
Come on, Becca. You got it. Let's finish this one.
Trying to work that rise ball, see if the hitters are going to chase a little bit.
And another base hit to right. Bases are loaded. No one scores on that hit. And now Foote will be the hitter. And with that, the Bandits have batted around twice in this 6th inning. The merry-go-round continues. Foote singled and scored in this inning. Singles again to score a pair.
They're just hanging in all the right spots. They're getting their hands through the zone, waiting back. They're not pushing too much. They're comfortable up at the plate. You can really see it by how many hits they've gotten.
Yeah.
How many is that this inning?
You'll have to give me some time there, my friend. I'm still adding. This is they've batted around twice. I know that. And this is the second time that Uberflus is hitting, who's the pinch runner for Hicks. So Hicks started the inning with a walk. That's when it all began.
Yep.
And this is the second AB for number 99 in the inning.
Nice, Becca.
19th player to bat in the 6th inning. And you look at the score and say, well, this is a whitewash, but this was a close contest. It went back and forth in the early stages. Finally, it comes to an end for the Bandits, who will go back to the dugout trailing 21-4, middle of 6.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
Train the brain. Train the brain. Train the brain.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Back here in Wilmot, Elena, Bob with you. 14U championship game kind of got out of hand quickly as Kenosha just, as you said, they just got comfortable, didn't they, Elena?
Yeah, it was only 7-4 before that, and you could just see at the plate they were comfortable. They were hitting the ball where they wanted to, and it helped them out.
So they've got the lead expanded big enough. They just need 3 more outs here, and then the run rule will give them the championship here.
Yep.
So the final 3 outs. Oh, hi, there we are, a lot closer. Bob, Elena with you. More softball to come here from Wilmot after this one. We've got the 16U championship to follow and then the 18U championship to wrap up the day. 13 teams were in this tournament and came down to the final 2 here. And Kenosha, they had 2 losses, Elena, in tournament play.
Yeah.
But really, they bounced back. It's almost like they were chomping at the bit
to
put a good ball game together, and they've done that today. Good pitching and great hitting, obviously. So now all they need, just the final 3 outs to put the caps on this one. In the 10 and under championship match, we were told Kaukauna was victorious. And there they are. Look at that. Congratulations to the future Ghosts from Kaukauna. I love that nickname.
That's a great up-and-coming program,
Yeah.
too. All these teams in this tournament are great, seriously.
And caught by the shortstop. Gerber with a little basket catch on the infield dirt for the first out.
And there's that confidence again. She knew her team was up and she could get that play.
Oh, yeah. Olenicek. Now, I think we got a pinch hitter here. Gonna let some folks swing the sticks. Yep. Try to find the name of the young lady here for you. 15 is Abby Luzak. Pinch hitting here for Wisconsin. So Kenosha looking for the final 2 outs. If that happens, we'll let you hear from the champions in 14U. Pop up to the second baseman, Strelo, and there are 2 down. And Lane will hit for herself here. Bottom of the 6th, Bandits down to their final out, perhaps. Liner, and just over the glove of Strelo. She almost reeled it in. Might have tickled the leather on the way to right, but a base hit for Lane. Almost. You said game of inches, Elena.
There it is again.
That close to ending the ball game. Winters the catcher. Roller. Just foul. Crabtree was right there. Tried to get it over with. In the air, this could do it. On the infield, Strelo makes the catch. And the Kenosha Cyclones, they got, well, you can't call it the lumber, but the aluminum out, and it came out in force in the 6th inning, broke open a close contest when they scored 13 times in the inning, 13 runs on 10 base hits, and they win the 14U championship here in the Battle of the Borders, 21-4 over the Wisconsin Bandits.
Thank you.
Both just great teams. It was a great competition. I'm excited to see what it has in store for them later on.
We'll be back to hand out the hardware and talk to the winners. 21-4 the final, Kenosha.
Imagine a place where dining out never requires reservations and paradise is as close as your patio. Let Hal Quistone provide the fuel for your imagination and the power to transform your home into a dream home. Hal Quistone, rocking America since 1929.
Train the brain. Train the brain. Train the brain.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Welcome back to the 14U Championship. Let's go down to the field with Bob Brainerd and the Cyclones coach.
Back here in Wilmot, and 21-4 is the final score. Coach, this was a game, it was so close with the Bandits. I mean, back and forth it went, especially in the early stages, and then that 6th inning. What happened?
We just had all of our hitters just stepped up. We asked the girls to shorten up to contact and just drive the ball, and we were finding the grass. Aggressive base running, and 1 through 9 just put in play and made things happen for us.
It seemed like the theme offensively at the plate was try not to do too much. Everyone shortened up their strokes. They brought the hands in. It seemed like once you got base runners on, it wasn't like, let's try to clear the fence. Let's just move the runners around.
Yeah, I mean, definitely early in the count, obviously, we tell the girls to drive the ball, but once they get a couple strikes on them, they're looking to do their team job, and which is to score runs and move runners, and they did a great job. All 11 of them just played excellent, so top to bottom.
And top to bottom, when you have that kind of run support, it's got to help you in the circle, right?
Yeah, it's good to know when you're pitching that you have 7 sisters behind you and 1 in front of you.
Ah, you call them sisters, you do, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're family. Absolutely.
And then in the circle. As hot as it was, I wish they would have got me for a little bit. But when you're in the circle, talk about you in the circle and what you were trying to do to keep them off balance, because they got theirs early, but you didn't let them have the big inning. How'd you do that?
My defense. You know, I can't do it without my defense.
Right, throwing the ball outside. We tried working them low and out, doing a good job hitting their spots, and then we got them low and out. We can bust them a little bit in and just really trying to keep them off guard.
Yeah, for you, it's really wasn't about trying to pile up the strikeouts. You knew you had good D behind you?
Yes, and I just threw the zone. That's all I did. That is the zone.
You did good at the plate as well. You helped the cause, 21-4. Congratulations, 14U champs here in Wilmot.
Yep, thank you very much. It was a great weekend.
Thank you.
It was indeed a great weekend. Off to a great start. We'll be back to wrap things up here in our 14U championship.
Back and up next is the 16U championship between the Beverly Bandits and Crush Tidal Waves, and that will start approximately at 3 o'clock Central Time.